Hosting your own WordPress site gives you pretty much complete freedom. But that freedom comes with a catch. Because you're in complete control, you can inadvertently do things that end up breaking or even worse, crashing your site altogether. But don't worry, WordPress is a rock-solid application, and if you do something that causes a catastrophic failure, you can usually fix it quite easily. The key is just to keep your cool. One of the easiest and most surprising ways of breaking or crashing your WordPress site is by installing a plugin. For myself, when I started working with WordPress, I was working one day and I installed a plugin, and my entire website just disappeared. I couldn't get into the admin panel, I couldn't see anything on the front page, and I had no idea what to do. This is actually quite common, and I'll show you exactly how that happens and how you go to fix it. First off, I have to install a broken plugin. So I'll go to Plugins, Add New, and then I'll upload a plugin I created specifically for this purpose. I called it Crashy just so I know what it is. When I install the plugin, WordPress will install it as if it's fine. That's because WordPress doesn't actually test this plugin to see if it works or not, it just lets me install it. But when I click Activate, everything falls apart. This is probably one of the most terrifying things any WordPress site owner can ever see. A completely blank page with nothing. And, even worse, if I try to navigate to WP Admin to get to the dashboard, again, nothing. And when I go to the front page, nothing. All I get is the address. This is a truly broken WordPress site, and it's also incredibly easy to fix. All we have to do is go into the files and rename or delete that last plugin we installed, and everything will be back to normal. So because I'm using Bitnami, I'm going to go into my Documents, Bitnami, Apps, WordPress, htdocs, WP Content, and here you find the Plugins folder. So that's the path I used because I have Bitnami installed on Windows. Now if you have Bitnami installed on Mac, or if you use WAMP or MAMP, here are the paths that go directly to the plugin folder. As you can see, in my installation, I have 4 plugins installed. This might be different on your installation depending on how many plugins you have installed. But basically, I have Akismet, All-in-One SEO Pack, Cool Author Box, and my new worst enemy, Crashy. So what I need to do here to get Crashy to stop crashing my site is simply rename the folder name. So I'll simply call it Crashy Broken. Now, when I reload my page, it reappears. Why? Because WordPress can't find Crashy anymore. So if I go back into the admin panel and I go to Plugins, you'll see WordPress is telling me the plugin Crashy has been deactivated due to an error. Plugin file does not exist. This is the best way of troubleshooting a crashing WordPress blog. If something happens, I can pretty much guarantee you that you did one of 2 things. You installed a new plugin or you installed a new theme. And if either of those crash your site, all you have to do is go back and rename whatever folder contains the bad plugin or theme, and everything goes back to normal. WordPress crashes can be incredibly scary, but the reality is that in almost every case, they were caused by whatever you did last. And in most cases, that was install and activate a new plugin. Fortunately, you can restore WordPress to a previous stable state by simply renaming the plugin folder or the plugin file, so WordPress can't find the culprit.